Okay, this is the third part of the final. Again, what we're going to do is, since it starts off with y equal to, we're just going to plug in the calculator, look at the numbers, and you just do it 100 times 2 to the x. And as you go to the table, you notice that the numbers are getting bigger, 100, 200, 400. So this is exponential growth. For the next part, it says, what's the answer after 4 hours? Just look for the number 4. In the front of it, you have 1600. All right, for the next one, it says the person taking a prescribed drug, and then there's another equation. So all we got to do is plug that in the calculator again. And we're going to multiply that by 0.75 to the power x. Now, once you go to the table, you realize the numbers are getting smaller. 125 becomes 93, becomes 70. So this is exponential decay. And the number next to 5 is 29.6. Now, another way to figure this out, if it's multiplying by a number bigger than 1 is growing, a number smaller than 1 is decaying. In this case right here, you have to use the same kind of formula, but it's going to be a little different because this is a percentage. So the first thing you got to do is change the percentage to a decimal. You do that by finding the decimal point and moving it 2 times to the left. So the population growth is y equals a times either 1 plus or 1 minus b to the x. This is the formula that you use for all percentages problems. All right, so again, this is really easy. A is the starting value. You start off with 300. The multiplier, since it's a percentage, is going to be a little different. We're going to go ahead and just put a 1 right here. Since it says increase, we're going to go ahead and put a plus sign. If it said decrease, you put a minus sign. And instead of 3%, we made it a decimal already, 0.03. Now, after you plug this in your calculator, you can go ahead and take a look at the table, and then you can find your answer. 300 times 1 plus 0.03 to the power x. And now we don't find the answer after 10. After 10, the answer is 403. All right. What is the 10th term? Again, right now we just have a bunch of numbers, but if you put them inside of a table, it makes it a lot easier to find them. The first number was 6, the second number is 18, the third number is 54, and the fourth number was 162. As you notice, we're multiplying to get to the next number, and we're just multiplying by 3. So if I want to get the 5th term, I just multiply 162 by 3. All right, that's 486. And you continue this until you get to 10. Or you write the formula. Y equals AB to the x. A is your starting value. B is how much you're multiplying by. And you start with 6. You can multiply them by 3. And if you plug this in the calculator, you can also find your answer. All right, what is the growth rate? The growth rate is how much you're multiplying by or how much you're dividing by. In this case, we're multiplying by 5. Because 8 times 5 is 40, and 40 times 5 is 200. Here's another sequence, but this time they want the common difference. Now, if you want the common ratio, that means you're multiplying or dividing to get to the next number. But if you want the common difference, that means you're either adding or subtracting to get to the next number. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. The first number is 3. The second number is 8. That means I'm adding because it got bigger, and I'm adding 5. The third number is 13. That is also the same thing as adding 5. And the fourth number is 18. And again, it's also adding 5. So the common difference is just 5. In this case, you're dividing. And again, when you divide numbers, they actually divide. But if you're dividing exponents, they actually subtract. So when we're taking a look at this one right here, we organize them, and then we just go ahead and take care of it. 48 divided by 8 is just 6, and when letters divide, you actually subtract the exponents. 2 take away 5 is -3, and 4 take away 2 is just 2. Now, we're not allowed to leave it negative, so we take whatever the negative exponent is and move it, and it becomes positive. Our final answer is 6b squared all over a cubed. All right, good luck on the test.